My name is Craig Walter, and I've been asked to host this evening's awards dinner and gala. So good evening, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, ladies, gentlemen. On behalf of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of the Eastern Caribbean, Antigua Branch, it's my distinct honor and pleasure to welcome you to our 2025 Accountants Week Awards Dinner and Gala, held here at the beautiful Ryan's Conference Center and virtually across the Eastern Caribbean. Tonight, we gather not only to celebrate the achievements, milestones within our profession, but also to foster camaraderie, strengthen our bonds, and reaffirm our commitment to excellence, integrity, and service in accounting. Each one of you represents dedication, professionalism, and vision that drives our community forward. And it's truly inspiring to see so many familiar faces and new faces gathered here for this special occasion. The past year has presented us with challenges and opportunities, and through it all, our members have demonstrated remarkable resilience, adaptability, and innovation. Accountants are at the heart of every thriving organization, and our branch continues to be a beacon of leadership and support for the business community throughout Antigua and Barbuda and the wider Eastern Caribbean. As we celebrate tonight, let us remember the values that unite us, our commitment to continued education, ethical practice, and the pursuit of excellence. Let this evening serve as a reminder of the impact that we have, not just within our organizations, but in the communities we serve. I'd like to thank our sponsors, partners, and the organizing committee who worked hard on the dedication that has made this evening possible. And most importantly, congratulations in advance to our award recipients. Your achievements set a standard for others to follow. Please enjoy the evening, the fellowship, the celebrations, and the opportunities to connect. Let us continue to raise the bar and shape the future of accounting in Antigua and Barbuda, the OECS, and beyond. Thank you, and have a wonderful gala.
Good evening, distinguished guests, colleagues, sponsors, friends, and all supporters of the accounting profession. My task this evening is an easy one, and that is to welcome you. It is indeed my pleasure to welcome you to the closing ceremony of this year's Accountants Week, a week that has been rich with learning, reflection, and celebration. Whether you're an accountant, a partner from another profession, a student, or a friend of the industry, we are delighted to have you here with us. Our theme, the evolving role of accountants, has guided our activities and conversations over the past few days. And indeed, the transformation within the accounting profession is something that affects not only accountants, but the wider business community and society at large. Today's accountant is no longer simply a keeper of records. They are strategic advisors, digital innovators, guardians of trust, and contributors to organizational growth. From navigating new technologies to supporting ethical governance, accountants continue to expand their impact in ways that shape businesses and more resilient economies. This week has given us the opportunity to explore these developments, appreciate the progress being made, and recognize the dedication of those who continue to push the profession forward. As we gather tonight to mark the close of these activities, let us celebrate not just what accountants do, but who we are. Professionals committed to integrity, excellence, and continuous improvement. Thank you for joining us, for lending your voices, and for supporting this important journey. I welcome each of you, and I look forward to a meaningful and enjoyable evening together. Welcome, and thank you for being here.
Okay, now we welcome Ms. Terry-Ann Thomas from ACCA Caribbean, one of our gold sponsors, to share a few words.
So, good evening, everyone, and it's truly a great pleasure to be here with you this evening on behalf of ACCA as a proud gold sponsor at ICAEC's Accountants Week for 2025. I would like to extend our heartfelt congratulations to the Institute on the successful hosting of the Accountants Week for 2025. What an incredible week it has been for the Institute as well as ACCA, filled with learning for prospective and existing students, collaboration, and celebration of our profession's continued growth and impact. Events like this remind us that the strength of the accounting profession lies not only in technical expertise, but in our shared vision, a vision of integrity, innovation, and inclusion. To the award recipient tonight, congratulations to you. Your dedication, passion, and hard work continue to inspire others and exemplify the very best of the accounting community. On behalf of ACCA, thank you to ICAEC for their continued partnership and for creating opportunities to strengthen our professional network in St. Lucia, across the OECS, and by the wider Caribbean region. We look forward to continuing our collaboration as we champion the next generation of finance and accounting professions. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone, and here's to a continued success for ICAEC and the growth of our profession. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Terry-Ann. And we are on to our other gold sponsor. We're proud and pleased to welcome Mr. Shahid on from Bank of St. Lucia.
All right, thank you. Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to thank ICAEC for inviting us to sponsor this event and inviting us to give you a presentation I'm pretty excited about. There's something amazing that's been happening over the last year or two in everybody's bank account. Well, not everybody, but some people. Yeah? And it's something that I think everybody here should be excited about, they should be curious about. And I'm happy to share with you some of the fantastic things that has been going on over the last 2 years, right? We can go into the next slide, please. Right. So, first thing I want to share with you. Most people here have savings accounts, am I right? Yeah? All right. Now, if you put $135 into your savings account over the last 20 years, that savings account would have returned you about $36,000. Yeah? About $36,000 in additional revenue. Now, had you invested that in the market, that is just bought a broad market instrument, you would have returned $72,300. But that's not the interesting story. Next slide, please. Because of inflation, what you actually earned over the last 20 years on your savings account is not $36,000, it's actually $2,000. And by investing in the market, what you could have earned was $36,000. So you're all accountants, you're all financial gurus. I'm pretty sure you can do the math. It simply does not make sense to have your funds, all of your funds, that is, sitting in a savings account. So what is available out there for you? Currently in the market, you have mutual funds, repurchase agreements, corporate bonds, government papers, listed equity, that is equity that you can find on the stock exchange. Some of you may own shares in Lucilec or Bank of St. Lucia, hopefully, and private equity. Now, mutual funds are the new thing which has happened in the market over the last 2 years. It's something that I'm pretty excited about. We're very happy to have brought to you over the last 2 years, and it's something that me and my team have dedicated our lives to perfecting. So what is a mutual fund? Well, you have two mutual fund sponsors tonight, actually, Bank of St. Lucia and UTC. A mutual fund is a financial vehicle that pulls money from different investors. You give that money to a fund manager, they invest it in securities, and you get the returns. Effectively, what that means, you cut out the middleman. Because before, you would have put that money into a savings account, and the bank would have done exactly this with it. But now we're giving you the opportunity to cut out the middleman and keep most of that return for yourself, right? Next slide, please. So how do you make returns on a mutual fund? Two ways. Your mutual fund can either buy a stock in a company, that is, own a portion of it, and enjoy the returns when that stock goes up. Of course, there's risk in that because the stock can also go down. With a good fund manager, your fund manager will ensure that when they purchase those instruments, it's in line with your risk appetite. The second way you earn a return is your fund manager may not invest in stocks, but may rather loan money to those companies. And these companies pay back interest, which is paid to you, right? Now, we have three options that the BOSL Global Investment Fund offers. The BOSL Global Growth Fund, which is an aggressive fund with a moderate to high risk appetite, which means you see a lot of this movement in that fund. But over time, the anticipation is you will see higher returns. The Global Balance Fund strikes a balance between low risk and high risk, right? And the Global Income Fund is a very conservative, very low risk, as we say in the local parlance, no halakasi, right? Pretty straightforward, nothing fancy, nothing exciting, right? Next slide. Now, I wanted to, just to nail that point home, some of the names that you would find in the BOSL Global Income Fund. Government of Bermuda, Deutsche Telekom, US Treasuries, Bank of Nova Scotia, all these are pretty big, sprawling, boring companies. And all of this is simply bonds, right? So we simply get the interest from this and pay it forth to you. The Global Growth Fund, as you can see on the next slide, is a bit more exciting, I suppose, we can use. You'll notice companies like Eli Lilly, which is the company behind one of the new fascinating GLP-1 drugs these days, the weight loss drugs, as they call them. BlackRock, Microsoft, Alphabet, all pretty well-known companies. The Global Balance Fund strikes a balance between the two. And you can see some interesting companies there, some pretty strong, consistent companies. You notice some US Treasuries in there as well. Next slide. So, the big question: how have the funds performed? What are you looking at? What do you potentially have to look forward to, and what have you missed out on? Right. So the Global Growth Fund has returned about 17% for the year so far. Right. Let's go back one slide, please. Right. So the Global Growth Fund has returned about 17% year to date so far. The Balance Fund is hovering about 6-7%, and the Income Fund about 3-4% above that, right? So you can see the disparity. Now, I don't want you to think that this is every year, right? Because there is risk in investments, and you have to, that is one of the critical points to appreciate, because I want you to sleep at night, right? And I don't want, when the market goes down or does this, that I'm getting WhatsApp messages from you, right? So there is risk in every type of investment, and it is you to understand what type of risk you can absorb. Next slide. So from inception, our fund has been launched for about 16 months. We've been doing this for about 20 years, but we launched the fund in the last 16 months. The Growth Fund has returned about 24.79%. The Balance Fund about 9.58%, and the Income Fund about 5.55%, which I think is pretty solid performance. And I'm happy to report that in all cases, we outperform the market, which is our target. Next slide, please. So why should you invest in a mutual fund? You get diversification, which is critical. Professional management. Affordability, what does that mean? Well, you can subscribe into the fund for as little as $200 US. You can also set up your standing orders so that it kind of works like a saving account. where you can subscribe a minimum of 50 US into the fund every month, right? You can allocate it for retirement, for your kids' education, what have you. Liquidity means that you come and go as you please. Nobody locks you into anything. You can subscribe today, redeem tomorrow. And of course, there is very strict regulatory oversight over the funds. Now, we spoke about risk, and these are some of the major risks that you have to consider when investing in the fund. There is market risk. That is, prices go up and down. Volatility risk tells you how deep those ups and downs are, right? Interest rate risk, your fund may purchase or give out loans on your behalf. Interest rates may change, and there is a risk of reinvesting at a lower rate. And credit risk, not everybody you loan money will pay you back. So there is that risk that the issuers may default, and the fund may not recoup the initial capital invested. So these are some of the risks that you will get into the fund. Next slide, please. So how can you sign up? Well, the good news is all you need is to fill out an application form and your government ID. That's it. There's nothing really much to it, and it's, I mean, come on, it's 24%, right? So if you want to find out a bit more about the fund, our booth is right over there. So come have a chat with us, and we'll hopefully get you set up. Yep, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the evening. I forgot to mention that we're giving away one mutual fund subscription to a lucky individual who put their names into the bag.
Has everybody placed their names in here?
Yeah, anybody's missing?
Okay, guys, everybody, attention. Let's see who will be the lucky prize winner. And our winner is Shanika Laville. I think she's already a mutual fund client. Imagine that. Should I see that? No, but that's awesome. Hi,
So-
Shanika. Come up.
Yeah.
So lovely to meet you, Shanika. So Shanika definitely will be our client for the investment for the mutual fund. So she will be subscribing to our mutual fund, okay?
I will.
We're located in Grosile, so we're not far from you.
I
Proven
know.
right here. So you
Right
can-
there.
That's correct.
Right
yes.
there.
So we'll be seeing you.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. It's only 200 minimum, so please feel free to start your journey. Yes. Well, everybody. So the minimum to subscribe is 200 US
540 EC, and you can contribute to it monthly as low as 50 US, 145 EC. So the price you won was the 200 US, okay, to start off a mutual fund journey. Yes.
And the excitement continues. We invite our other gold sponsor, in that of UTC. We will start by listening to a short video presentation, and we invite Omar up.
In a world of constant change, securing your financial future requires a partner you can trust, a partner with a proven track record. Recommend your long-term success. Welcome to the UTC Global Balance Fund Limited. Our foundation is built upon the strength and reputation of the Trinidad and Tobago Unit Trust Corporation. For years, TTUTC has been a cornerstone of financial security in the region, known for its prudent financial management and dedication to wealth creation for its clients. UTC GBFL proudly carries this legacy forward, inheriting a tradition of trust and stability. In today's dynamic economic landscape, a diversified balance sheet and investment portfolio are more crucial than ever. This is where the UTC GBFL offers significant value. By strategically diversifying your holdings with UTC GBFL, you gain access to a broader range of opportunities, mitigating risk and enhancing the potential for sustainable growth. Think of it as building a robust financial foundation, strong enough to weather any storm.
Folks are getting used to investing in a mutual fund and understanding the concept of I own this, but someone else is managing it for me. And we're mindful that confidence is going to be the key driver of success, and not only for us, but for you, because our success is your success, and vice versa.
At UTC GBFL, our investment strategy and philosophy are rooted in a long-term perspective, especially vital in the current volatile market. We prioritize careful research, diligent risk management, and a commitment to preserving and growing your capital. We are not driven by short-term trends, but by a deep understanding of market dynamics and a focus on sustainable, responsible investment. Our approach is designed to navigate uncertainty and provide you with consistent, reliable performance over time.
The UTC Global Balance Fund is the first retail collective investment scheme available to investors across the entire Eastern Caribbean Currency Union. We've created this particular product with the everyday man in mind. And that's to bring financial independence and financial freedom within reach for as wide a cross-section of the population as possible. And in so doing, to lift the prospects of the nation as a whole.
We are also invested in the growth and development of the Eastern Caribbean capital markets. By actively working to strengthen these markets, we create opportunities for market intermediaries to thrive. As a partner with GBFL, these intermediaries gain access to our expertise, resources, and a wider network, ultimately benefiting the entire financial ecosystem and, most importantly, you.
You know, investment is not only for, I'll use the Lucian word, bourgeois or the wealthy people. It is for everyone. And the fact that UTC provides that and cater for every single person, that is one of the main reasons that I'm on board.
Our commitment to the region is evident in our key achievements. We have successfully launched our services in St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, St. Kitts, St. Nevis, and now Dominica, bringing our strength and stability to these growing markets. Furthermore, we are dedicated to public financial education, empowering individuals with the knowledge they need to make informed decisions. And now, our performance in 2024 stands as a testament to our robust strategies and our ability to deliver results for our clients. And as we expand across the region, we're also making it easier for you to start your investment journey. With UTC GBFL Onboard, our fully digital onboarding platform, new investors across the Eastern Caribbean can open accounts anytime, anywhere, no paperwork, and no waiting. UTC GBFL Onboard is designed to be simple, secure, and accessible, bringing the power of investing right to your fingertips. Powered by the rich and trustworthy legacy of Unit Trust Corporation and with the strategic vision of UTC GBFL, we are more than just a financial company. We are your partner for life. We are here to provide the security, strength, and stability you need to achieve your long-term financial goals. Secure your future with a partner you can trust. Contact us to learn more and to start investing today.
All right, thank you. Good evening, everyone. All right, so on behalf of the UTC Global Balance Fund, I would like to thank the, do I have it right? The IAEAC? Okay, apologies. For inviting UTC GBFL to be a partner with your celebrations this week. I know you had a long week of deliberation, so I won't be long up here. But I just want to say and echo the sentiments of Shahid, because as accountants, you are the gatekeepers of our financial system, and you play a very critical role. As market players, Bank of St. Lucia and UTC GBFL, we are aiming to pave the way to develop our capital markets and really drive wealth creation for our citizens. Because intergenerational wealth is something we don't focus on enough, right? And through the provisions of mutual funds, everybody standing up here this evening and their families and everybody throughout the Eastern Caribbean, all 600,000 of them, have the ability to start that journey towards creating wealth and intergenerational wealth. So as I mentioned earlier, as gatekeepers of the financial system, you play a critical role. So we were very honored to be a partner this year, and I can commit to partnering with you again next year. Now, I didn't hear Shahid say it, but UTC GBFL was the first mutual fund in the Caribbean, in the Eastern Caribbean, sorry. And Shahid gave away one gift of shares. So, of course, I have to give away two. All right, so I don't know how, I'm in a room full of auditors and nobody up here with me to make sure. All right. So our minimum is 100 US. So the first winner who will start their investment journey today, or maybe continue, because I see some clients in here. Don't worry, you shall remain nameless. I feel like putting this back in the bag. Our first winner is Andrew Morrill. There's a flu going on in the office. I appreciate it. Congratulations, my brother. And our second winner this evening is Felicia Ellie.
Felicia Ellie, yes, that's the ILB controller.
Okay. I've seen the name. Nice to finally meet you, Ms. Ellie. Thank you. Congratulations. You can use the T-shirt. Thank you. Please enjoy the rest of the evening.
Okay, at this point, we go back to Antigua to receive a word from our gold sponsor out of Antigua. We will first run the video and invite Mr. Neil Coles.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's gala affair. Grant Thornton is proud to be a gold sponsor for this year's Accountants Week. It's something that we hold dear to our hearts. I'm chairman of the Antigua branch, and of course, we will participate and play our part in the week of activities for Accountants Week. The week has been a significant success this year, and we are proud to have reintroduced our student program, which is something that we're going to keep on the table going forward. And Grant Thornton is proud to be a part of that. And we will continue to be a part of Accountants Week and to support those activities going forward. Unfortunately, I don't have a prize to give out. I didn't realize that it was part of the thing. But what I can do is to offer you some free tax advice. So feel free to call me and we can speak. Thank you very much.
Thank you to the sponsors. And we just also want to mention the silver sponsors, Agrippa and Associates, PAKF, ACB Caribbean, and our bronze sponsors, AIT Management Solutions and Accounting and Financial Services. Up next, we invite the chairman of the Antigua branch, Neil Coates, to come back up to do the awards presentation.
Good evening again. Tonight we will be honoring Mr. Campbell Coates for his outstanding contribution to the accounting profession. He has been in the profession for a significant period, 40 years? Plenty years. So we are very proud to have nominated and identified you as the person who was deserving of that honor this year. So come on up, let me make the presentation for you.
Okay. Good evening to everyone. In particular, I want to recognize the persons who are here in Antigua in person as well as the persons who are in St. Lucia in person. And I also would recognize the persons who are following on the Zoom platform. So I want to say that it is with sincere gratitude, deep appreciation that I am feeling at this time. And I want to thank the Institute of Chartered Accountants of the Eastern Caribbean for recognizing the hard work that would have been done by me over the years. When I first heard that I would be the person to be the awardee, I would just simply say, I said to the person, I think I'm too young for that. I feel like a spring chicken still. But reality kicked in. When I started adding up the years that I've been on the council for the Institute, I realized that I'm not as young as I might feel. And look, well, I don't know about that part there, but so I have spent quite a few years working in the Institute on the council. Prior to that, I was also working with the CGA as the representative of Antigua and eventually being on the CGA Caribbean board. So I've been doing this quite a number of years, over, I would say about 25 years, can't count too much, but quite a long time. And so I am thankful for the recognition that I would have received this evening. I want to encourage us to continue working together as the Institute, to develop the Institute, to grow the Institute, because we are really living in a time where things are not as easy as they seem. There are a lot of challenges that we're facing. The first thing I heard was that AI and social media and these things would have made things a lot easier for us. I don't think so. I feel a lot more stressed with that since that has come in. And so maybe I'm in the baby boomer or the Generation X or something, but maybe the Generation Z would feel more comfortable in that environment. But I want to point out that we are experiencing challenges because for persons who have been affiliated with the CPA Canada or the Canadian designation, you would be fully aware, and I guess other persons would not know, but you will be fully aware that we are having some serious challenges with the CPA in Canada. And coming the 21st, Friday coming, there's actually going to be a meeting where they're going to be making a decision to disband and restructure. So as of next year, April, we will no longer be going through the provinces like CPA, BC, and so forth for designation and this sort of thing. We're going to have membership directly with CPA Canada. And what started all this? All this was started when, at the end of 2024, December 2024, CPA Quebec and CPA Ontario separated from CPA Canada. And with that separation, you know all the financial implications of that. And as a result, things have to change. So we are in a rocky period, I want to say. And so we have to meet these challenges. We have to be nimble as an institute, meaning we have to be prepared to change with the times. I also want to say that is with a little bit of a heavy heart that I'm here this evening as well. If you would have noticed in the flyer for the health walk, there was a gentleman just in the same color as I am last year walk. He's actually my walking buddy. We walk every week, we do our morning walks. He died yesterday. Right. So he's not with us anymore. And so I am telling you, it's It's a bit of a challenge, but if you take a look at, you'll see the person. He has always supported the health walk for the Institute, so most of you would probably recognize him, right? So, but that said, I just want to say again, thank you very much. Sometimes I talk a lot, but I will cut at this point and say thank you very much for this award.
I would like to take this opportunity to recognize some very hard-working people who put lots of effort in getting this Accountants Week activity going. Suan Sharipin, can you come?
This wasn't part of the program.
I must tell you that Suan put a great deal of effort in organizing this event. And I would like to take some credit that a good leader is able to pull away and things will happen. So over the last few weeks, I had been doing a bit of traveling with respect to ICAEC business. And Suan was left hanging to carry the weight of the event, and she did an excellent job, which means I can now bow away from being president of ICAEC and hand over. I know that our institute will be in very good hands.
Through an AGM.
I would also like to recognize other members of our team of our ICAEC Council, Melissa Simon, Sharon Raoul, could you please come up here? Gordon Alcindor, the only gentleman on council. Joanne Cooper also played a significant role in getting things organized. Monica, our administrator, who was assisting us in terms of calling up and all of that. We also have to express our thanks to the council members in the other islands, in particular the island of Antigua, who is also having an event like ours. We also had participants from Grenada and St. Kitts who attended the business, and Dominica who attended our business conference. I really want to recognize as well our sponsors who, without your input, we would not have had such a wonderful event, week of activities. And if I may just call out our sponsors: ACCA, Bank of St. Lucia, UTC, PKF, EY, PwC, M&C, Grant Thornton, Slasper, Proven Bank, Lucelec, ACB out of Antigua, Grant Thornton in Antigua. We have ACCA going across the region, and Agrippa and Associates, AIT Accounting, sorry, and Accounting and Financial Services. I really want to take this opportunity to specially recognize Terian from ACCA. Terian, can you please come over with her? ACCA has been doing significant amount of work with us in the region, and we really appreciate the support that they have been giving to our students over the years, and even as a PAO, the support that we've been getting from ACCA. And I'm very happy, Terian, that you were able to coordinate your activities, so it made our Accountants Week even more exciting. So thank you very much, and take my thanks back to ACCA. Okay, so I'm going back to the script now. It is my distinct honor to deliver our heartfelt vote of thanks as we wrap up a truly successful Accountants Week. First and foremost, our sincere gratitude goes to our distinguished speakers, panelists, and presenters. Your insights, expertise, and words of wisdom have been both enlightening and thought-provoking, providing immense value to all attendees. We deeply appreciate the time and effort you dedicated to preparing and sharing your knowledge. I'd like to thank the members of council of the various branches of the Institute of Chartered Accountants for your endorsement of Accountants Week 2025, which made this event possible. Thanking the organizers and sponsors. No event of this scale is possible without a dedicated team. A huge thank you to the organizing committee and all the volunteers and contractors for the meticulous planning and seamless execution. Your hard work behind the scenes has ensured everything runs smoothly. We are also immensely grateful to all our sponsors and partners whose generous financial and in-kind support were indispensable to the success of this week. We recognize and value their significant contribution. Our gratitude extends to the staff here at this conference center and the Ryan Conference Center in Antigua. In catering, the catering team and all support services for the excellent hospitality. Special thanks to the Cutting Edge Band and Ms. Barbara Cadet for your anticipated exceptional performance. To all of you, thank you for making this event's cocktail reception such a pleasant and memorable one. And finally, to all of you, the delegates and participants, thank you for your presence and active engagement and for the warmth and camaraderie you've shown throughout the week. Your input and exchange of ideas are what truly make Accountants Week a success. As we raise our glasses tonight, let's celebrate a week of learning, networking, and professional growth. We hope you have all made new connections and feel inspired as we look forward to the future of our profession. Thank you all once again for being here. Please enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you.